Good evening. You're watching CNN News 18. I'm Arunima. Our top story this hour is coming from Maharashtra. The war between Shiv Sena and the Shinde faction of the Sena is intensifying with each passing day. We are now learning that Uddhav Thackeray has felicitated MLAs who clashed with the Shinde faction yesterday. There were fresh clashes that erupted today also between the two factions of Shiv Sena, with the Maharashtra Chief Minister's poster getting vandalized. So this is an all-out war to gain supremacy between the Eknath Shinde faction as well as the Uddhav Thackeray faction. There are allegations of pistol being brandished by one faction against the other, and also physical altercation between the two. These visuals that you are seeing, you can see how Eknath Shinde's posters are getting targeted. All those who quit the Shiv Sena or who moved away and created their own faction, joined the Eknath Shinde faction and formed the government, they are being targeted in the visuals that you are seeing. Now, these MLAs who have been accused of taking on the Eknath Shinde faction, they have allegedly met Uddhav Thackeray, and in that meeting we are told, and you're seeing those pictures, an all smile Uddhav Thackeray meeting them and also greeting them. What exactly happened? Vinaya Deshpande is here to tell us more. Vinaya?
Well, yes, you see that Uddhav Thackeray all smiles. He appreciated the Shiv Senics. In fact, we saw how Aditya Thackeray also left his place and gave space to those five Shiv Senics to sit next to Uddhav Thackeray. The biggest words that Uddhav Thackeray seems to have told these Shiv Senics is that the biggest Brahmastra of the Shiv Sena is the Shiv Senics themselves and nothing else. So clearly, after almost a day of the battle with the Shinde group, and an extremely ugly and acerbic turf war that took place in Dadar, we have seen that in some sense it has culminated in the fact that the five Shiv Senics who were detained by the Mumbai police at Dadar police station were released by them. The FIR is still registered. There's no arrest in this. There have been complaints versus counter complaints. In fact, we saw that a team of senior Shiv Sena leaders, including Arvind Sawant, went and sat at Dadar police hours at end after there were complaints, and Sada Sarvankar, the MLA of the Shinde group, who was accused by the Shiv Sena of using a revolver in the police campus as well, came out and gave statements. So in some sense, peace has been achieved after almost 24 hours of extremely bitter altercations between the two groups. Arunima, meanwhile, the Shiv Sena group seems to be all smiles after Uddhav Thackeray's appreciation for them.
But what is the appreciation for? For vandalizing, for targeting Eknath Shinde's poster? Is the impression being sent that this kind of behavior had the blessings of Uddhav Thackeray?
Well, this is what the allegation of the Eknath Shinde group is. In fact, Sada Sarvankar, his son Samadhan Sarvankar, have also claimed that posters were vandalized, and in fact, throughout the festive season, when all these party workers used to be together for years at end, that was not the kind of behavior that was expected out of them. But we have seen that a video was also leaked in which it was shown that both Sada Sarvankar and Samadhan Sarvankar were using extremely foul language against the Shiv Senics, who they had accused of tearing the posters. And those kind of altercations, that kind of usage of foul language happened in a very strong police bandobast. So that is also a counter allegation that has been leveled. So while the Shinde group claims that the Shiv Senics tore down posters and that did not behave well during the festive season, the Shiv Sena has said that these are the persons who not just used revolvers but also using the police force, used extremely foul language against them.
Vinaya, do hold on. Arvind Sawant is